NHL Fans 365, a hockey podcast where we talk about many different topics from around the league. And here's your host, Boomstick.
What's going on, guys? It's your host, Boomstick. Oh, shit. What's up, guys? It's your host, Boomstick of NHL Fans 365, and I just fucking shot silly string onto my fucking computer. And, never mind that last part.
Never mind all that.
Yeah, never mind. That did not fucking work. Anyway. What's going on, guys? It's your host, Boomstick of NHL Fans 365, while I'm picking off my fucking shit off the screen, because apparently it's silly string. Fucking idiotic of me. And, I got 3 of our guys on board tonight. Just give me a second. Yeah. Is everybody alive?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So, here's the silly string, by the way, just to prove my point. Yep. And, I don't know why the fuck I shot that. Anyway, we're going to talk to a few of our admins tonight. So, starting with our middle, we have our San Jose Sharks admin, hashtag HertlTheTurtle. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. And how are you enjoying your Stanley Cup final so far?
Well, it did suck up until last night's game.
Well, yeah, until you got some momentum going out of it, I can tell you that, you know.
About time.
Yeah, right. You needed that spark. I'm sorry. You desperately needed that. So,
Big time.
Yep. And then on my left, we have our National Predators admin, hashtag RinneSetGo. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm alright. Cleaning out this fucking screen.
It was your idea.
I know. It's got one of these, if you can see it. It says funny string. It's kind of like a container of silly string and ridiculous crap. And I just shot it, you know. I don't know why. Maybe I was just trying to be funny, but apparently it didn't work out too well. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. And then on the right, we have our Dallas Stars admin, hashtag WouldYouLikeSomeSpez. How you, man?
I'm doing alright, not too bad.
Good. Enjoying this lovely summer?
Oh, I am enjoying it. I'm watching, since Dallas Stars are on, I'm watching some San Francisco Giants baseball. Woo.
Yeah, woo. We're all in the same category, aren't we, these days?
Yeah.
Yeah, what we fucking do. Anyway, so, we got a lot to talk about with the beautiful fireflies in the background. We're going to talk about Patrick Lainey's comments, saying how great he'll be. Then we're going to talk about some trade rumors, including the ones about Milan Lucic. And then we're going to talk about the Carmono's family situation, about the Carolina Hurricanes. Then we're going to talk about the late Tommy Lysiak and the late Ricky McLeish. They both died this weekend. And then we're going to talk about the expansion team of Las Vegas that's been confirmed. We'll talk about, you know, what we should give the team name and stuff like that. What do you expect going forward? And then we're going to talk about the Florida Panthers logo, and then we're going to talk about, like I said, some trade rumors and some interesting conversations going forward. So, with that said, why don't we discuss the Florida Panthers jerseys to start off with? What do you guys think of them?
It looks a lot like Montreal's jersey in some ways.
And why do you say that?
Just like the whole thing with the stripe.
Let me see. I mean, this stripe?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It reminds me of Montreal a bit. Looks a lot like they're an English Premier League football team.
And who is their English Premier Football team? I don't watch soccer.
You know, like a team like Manchester United, teams like that.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting where you get that from. But, I mean, there's a lot of red on this jersey. I mean, let's be quite honest here, guys. There's a lot of detail on this jersey. What do you guys think of the Panther jersey?
That's a lot of red.
Wait, what? Water bread?
A lot
No, I
of bread.
forgot to... Thank you.
Oh, like, for a second I thought you said water bread. Like, how could you put bread in water?
I don't know. Maybe I wanted
Physics?
to solve it. Yeah. Who knows, dude?
Because
But I'm just...
Because that'd just be fucking gross. Okay? That would just be gross. I mean,
Oh, here's... Okay.
yep. I mean, the one thing I really like about the Panther jersey is the Panther flag jersey logo on the side. It says Panthers and it has
Yeah.
the actual Panther, and then it has the I think the flag of Florida, of the state of Florida. I don't know if you can see it on the patch, but this part,
Yeah.
this
That
part,
is
That
kinda
looks
cool.
good.
I mean,
That's pretty cool.
I mean that really stands out to me because it shows that the city cares and they're not doing that stupid palm tree like they used to do
Yeah.
in the I mean, I like the palm tree personally, because it worked well with their team for so long. But it's time for a change. They've been around for long enough to get a new logo. So I'm happy that the Panthers are finally getting a new logo. But you know what? Out of all the jerseys, this is surprisingly getting a lot of mixes, like in terms of feelings. Like some either love it or hate it. I mean, there's so much detail in that jersey, like I can't even describe it. I mean, you have that military look on the current logo, which is a panther that's trying to look serious, and then it says either Florida or Panthers on it, and then it has that aggression look to it. It doesn't have that stupid happy growl that it used to have back in the day.
I actually, thinking about the Panther, like I remember a discussion a few days ago, just people talking about what does the Panther mean. This will probably be the most artsy I get on the show, but I like how the Panther's just looking out into the distance. It's not looking towards an opponent or like off the shoulder. It's looking towards the distance, like towards a greater goal, a win. Getting to the playoffs, making it to the Stanley Cup Finals, and winning the cup. That's what I like about it.
I like that approach too. I mean, when the Panthers first came in 1993, I was just a year old when they first came in, and to me, when I first saw the logo, the original concept was the growling panther, like we all know, that we all grew up with, and me, Rob, and I, because you guys have only been here for a short amount of time, but Rob and I grew up with experience. You know, like Rob, you know when we were growing up, when we were little kids, not that we knew each other from them, but when we were kids, growing up as hockey fans, do you remember the logo with the panther and had the two hockey sticks on the side? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Well, like that, and they used to have the same idea, but they removed the sticks, and that used to be the alternate logo for their alternate jersey, which was really crazy. And then I remember Pavel Bure and John Van Beesbrook and those guys used to wear it. So that kind of shows pride that, you know, that they were taking privilege of it, you know? I mean, a lot of people, when they think of Florida, they think it's a complete wastebasket. But now that they're starting to win, I think they're starting to grow up there. You know what I mean? Like, they're starting to get good. I mean, they're definitely not a one-year wonder like, you know, the Calgary Flames.
No,
They're definitely
not
not.
at all.
I always said Calgary was a one-hit wonder, and people thought I was nuts.
And then look what happened. They're in the bottom 5, bottom 10 in the NHL.
Exactly. Look who's laughing now.
And they're probably like, oh, I fucked up. I mean, the Panthers they're just a very interesting team. I mean, you got Luongo, you got Ekblad, you got these new jerseys, you got Yager, you got Jonathan Huberdeau. They got so much talent coming up in Florida. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, it's crazy. I mean, what do you guys think is going to happen to them down the road? Do you think they're going to take their new logo seriously? Do you think they're going to bring a new trend to the winning organization, like into the winning stride of hockey in Florida? Or do you think they're going to still be the same shitbomb team they've been for the past decade?
They need to prove themselves next season to say, as Calgary was a one-hit wonder, they need to prove that, yes, we got all these cool upgrades and it makes us look nicer or whatever, but they need to play like they did this year, if not even better, if possible, to prove, hey, look, this wasn't just a one-year, one-hit wonder. This is going to be a long time.
I agree with that. And what about you guys, besides Shannon?
I think they have to make the playoffs next year.
I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't doubt them making the playoffs. To be quite honest, I mean,
No, I wouldn't doubt them either. But I feel like that's a must for them.
I mean, now that they're making changes, and Luongo doesn't have much time left, so you better hope that they start winning now before things get ugly.
And who knows with Yager?
That's true.
You never know with
Yeah.
that guy.
I mean, Yager. Yeah, I think it's funny that Shannon is a Dallas Stars fan, and then yet Yager just
Whoa,
laughs
whoa.
at them.
Whoa! Time out.
What?
No. She doesn't like the Stars. I like the Stars. Shannon likes the Predators. Christina likes the Stars.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot. You were identical twins. If you guys didn't have your jerseys on, I probably wouldn't tell who's who.
It's normal.
okay.
But I'm sure Jaromir Jagr is laughing at the Dallas Stars right now. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Because if you remember, they used to have that really stupid black basketball-looking jerseys.
Oh my gosh. I saw that today and I was like, it's complete. Oh, who would wear that? And I don't like it at all.
Oh, that's easy. Jaromir Jagr.
True.
Yeah, Jaromir Jagr actually wore that jersey. And I'm sure some of you would probably be like, does anybody really remember Jaromir Jagr on the Dallas Stars?
I actually had no clue about that till
No.
now.
Till now. Do you remember that, Rob?
Vaguely.
Here you go.
Very vaguely.
There it is. God damn it, Jaromir Jagr. Just had to get that out of my mind. God damn it. Does anybody have any last minute comments about the jerseys?
No. Nope.
I just wish they didn't remind me so much about English football.
Yeah, that is if you pay attention too much to it, I'm sure. But
I get those vibes. Not really Manchester United, but I just get
that's true.
vibes.
Yep. And before we move on to the next one, and this was a topic that I wanted to discuss, but nobody expected Saturday morning to happen. Let's be honest. And that was with the passing of the great Muhammad Ali. And this is offside for hockey for a bit. I just want to pay my tribute to Muhammad Ali for passing away this weekend at the age of 74. You know, it's really sad. It really was. He's one of the most famous, iconic boxers. Not all just boxing, but just in American sports.
Yeah, for sure. I certainly wasn't expecting it at all.
I mean, I didn't even think he was going to die. I mean, I think...
Yeah.
Didn't he have Parkinson's disease?
He did
Yes,
have,
But
30-something years?
yeah, it was something weird like that. But I knew a couple of days before his death, he was admitted to a hospital with a respiratory condition, something with his respiratory system. But he was in quote fair conditions, and then he kind of died. So yeah, that was kind of a little bit shocker.
Kind of? Don't you mean literally?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I've
I've been on, dude. I'm still trying to get used to a new time zone.
My time zone?
No.
Wow. But yeah, man. I mean, Muhammad Ali, man. God bless him. God bless his soul. He was a legend. You know, I didn't get a chance to watch him because I wasn't born yet, obviously. But, and my dad actually has a picture with Muhammad Ali with his brothers. You know, my late Uncle Brian, my Uncle Billy, my dad, and my great grandfather, and Muhammad Ali. All five of them were together. And it was from like 1974 or something like that, or maybe later then, I don't know, or earlier, something like that. It's pretty interesting, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Deborah was talking about how I think Ali was at his high school prom.
Yeah, I heard something about that with Cam Newton today. He was talking about that he met Muhammad Ali, came to his school or something like that. I don't know. A lot of people really brought in. Oh, Pete DeBoer was talking about Muhammad Ali earlier today too, or was it the day before? I heard him talking about something about him and a couple of buddies, and they were, I think, working at a restaurant or something, and Muhammad Ali was there, and he told that him and his friends to go up and meet up with him, and they all got, you know, personalized signatures from Mr. Ali himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah, and he was talking about this the other day. It is cool. I mean, I wish I got that opportunity to meet a famous celebrity like that, like Mike Tyson or something. You know, that would be a huge influence. And fuck, what was the fighter's name that he beat the hell out of? Well, no, that not beat the hell out of. Who did Muhammad Ali lose to? Does anybody know?
Oh my
No.
god. Well, I should know, but I always forget his name.
God damn it! What's his name? Fuck. I'm
A
having
boxer?
Yeah, there was another fighter, I forget his name, something Holmes, beat Muhammad Ali. And then 7 years later, Mike Tyson beat him.
Joe Frazier?
No, not Joe Frazier. I just said Holmes.
Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes, that's what it was. That's who it
Oh
was.
yeah.
Yeah, Larry Holmes beat Muhammad Ali. And then 7 years later, when Mike Tyson, because Mike Tyson got an influence from him, and told Muhammad Ali, I'll be back when I get there. I'll beat him for you. And he kept his word. He said, I promise I'll beat you. No, he said, I promise I'll beat Larry Holmes. And then sure enough, 7 years later comes by, boom. Mike Tyson beats him in 4 rounds. That's incredible. You gotta give him credit. That's true. And speaking of death, I also wanted to discuss about the late Ricky McLeish and the late Tommy Lysiak. And apparently, Tommy Lysiak died, I think prior to Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. And
Yes.
he died at the age of 63 to leukemia.
Oh.
Yeah, and...
Yep, it was hours before Game 1.
Yep, and apparently... And I think we were talking about this as a group. And, apparently there was speculation going in that his son-in-law is San Jose Sharks defenseman Justin Braun.
And they had a really close relationship. He always spoke of him as, like, his second father, pretty much.
Wow. I had no clue that Justin Braun had any sort of, you know, regulation to Tommy Lysiak. I had no idea. Literally. And
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't know until he sadly passed away. I was like, oh, wow. I'm like, and Braun's still playing tonight? I was like, jeez.
That's gotta take courage.
I'm like, play well tonight then, Braun.
And what's even more crazy enough is that he actually scored the tying goal in Game 2.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Not only was that crazy, but that was pretty emotional for him. I mean, your father-in-law passes away just a few days prior, and then all of a sudden you score the tying goal in the Stanley Cup Finals. I think it would have been bittersweet if the Sharks actually won that game.
Yeah,
I
for
was
sure.
really hoping we would. But
And you know what? I really hope they beat the Penguins. I
wasn't
really
that
hope.
good.
Wait, what? Rob? Rob?
Oh no, the overtime in Game 2, we just didn't play as well as we should have.
What is going
Which
on?
is ultimately why we lost that game.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It happens. And then
It does.
It does. It certainly does. And then Tommy Lysiak was actually one of the original captains in the early 80s when the Atlanta Flames came up to play in the NHL, and then when they became the Calgary Flames, and then he played for the Chicago Blackhawks. So he was a bit of an icon in the Atlanta-Calgary area. So he was one of the original captains. And then on top of that, not only did Tommy Lysiak pass away, but the late Ricky McLeish passed away this week due to medical issues. And apparently he was 66 years old, and he played for these two-time Stanley Cup champions in 74 and 75 Philadelphia Flyers. And he was a big, big part of them getting to the Cup with Bill Barber, Bobby Clark, and Bernie Perron, and of course Ricky McLeish himself. And then Ray Shero. Fred Shero. Francio's son is Ratio, the GM of the Devils. So I just wanted to get that out of my mind. But yeah, so you kind of get what I'm trying to say, though, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it really is depressing. I mean, it has not been a good week for any sort. It's not been a very good week for hockey, and it's been not very good week for sports in general. I mean, of course, Muhammad Ali passed away. Ricky McLeish passed away. Tommy Lysiak passed away. I mean, how much more can they get out of it? You know?
Who knows?
Who knows? And does anybody have any last-minute comments before we move on to the next topic?
No?
No?
No, it's just we've lost too many people this year already.
True.
Not just
True.
in sports, but
Overall.
yeah,
Yeah.
overall.
That is true. But let's not talk about anything more depressing. Let's talk about actually something exciting. And the exciting news that came in on Wednesday around 1 o'clock, and apparently, according to multiple sources, the NHL and the city of Las Vegas have confirmed it's a done deal that they will be getting an expansion team in 2017 and 2018. And then
Ooh.
here's the really interesting part about the Vegas expansion team. And one of our buddies, I forget who it was, it was, what's his face? Hashtag #IamScore. He's one of our Pittsburgh Penguins admins. And he wrote on our Facebook page, you can check us out at www.facebook.com/NHLFans365. And he writes, it's clear that Vegas gets an NHL team for the 2017-18 season, and here's how things will go down the wire. Vegas to get the number one pick, I'm sorry, not number one pick, they get one player per team. So basically, this is pretty much the two options. They can either keep 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and 1 goaltender, or they can protect 8 skaters and a goaltender. A first and a second year pros, including those players in pro hockey at any level, will be exempt from the expansion draft. However, if they're entering their 3rd year of pro hockey, they're no longer exempt from being picked up. So basically, if you're in your 1st year or 2nd year of pro hockey, you can go to Las Vegas. Or they can do like an expansion draft. What do you guys think?
Oh. That could get pretty interesting.
I mean, how do you think they'll do it? Do you think they'll do a draft? Do you think they'll call them? Do you think they'll go to free agency? Do you think, like, what do you guys think is going to happen?
Oh, that's tough. I think they'll probably go to free agency or something like that. Maybe something like not an expansion draft, but the option in between there. I forget what it was, but that one sounded better than the expansion draft. Anything but that.
So basically, the options were either to keep 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goalie, or protect 8 skaters and a goalie in their 1st or 2nd year of pro.
I would go with the 4 defenseman goalie combo because there's more players a team can protect there.
Right.
So,
yeah, I was gonna say that option as well.
It would be logical, I think.
true.
Yep.
It makes the most sense.
I mean, it could make sense from that wire, but let me ask you this. Do you guys think that it's going to be a good market hockey city, or do you think it's going to be a bad market hockey value city?
Ooh.
That's a-
I feel like it's gonna be a bad hockey market city.
Why?
I forget which sport or league or it was in, but I know there was a team in Las Vegas and they failed miserably so quickly.
It wasn't in the Big Four, was it?
No, I don't believe it was a Big Four team, which I guess can kind of be the reason why, but...
I mean, we're talking the majors. We're not talking college. We're not talking about, junior hockey. We're talking about legitimate like in the major four, between the NFL, the NHL, MLB, and the NBA. Like that.
I think it'll just be a bad market team because there's too much to do there already. Why are you going to add one more thing in the wintertime?
I mean, why not? Is it warm in Las Vegas?
Yeah, but I feel like there's too many moving, like, not tourists that they may go see one game, but they won't get, like, legit fans. And I don't
Yeah.
know.
On honestly, right now it's going to be really difficult to tell because I think Las Vegas, they're going to be a good market town because I think that once people start to realize, like, the first year, people are going to be like, wait, there's a hockey team, but give it a couple of years. And
Yeah.
I think it's going to grow amazingly, but it could also be a bad market town because there, to me, there's always a lot of people who go in and out of Vegas, in and out. Like, it's not like, there's like there's, there's like, oh yeah, there's diehard fans, they've been there since, the team's opening or whatever, and I feel like there's not going to be, I feel like they're going to be like a more so like a flashy tourist attraction than an actual team, if that makes any sense.
I see what you're talking about. So you're
Yeah.
trying to, so you're basically saying that Las Vegas is not going to be an actual balanced team, but they're going to be a team for tourists.
Yes.
Oh, goody. Now I can understand why. Hey, sir, how long have you been a Las Vegas fan for? An hour.
Exactly what I'm
Oh,
saying.
God. They're all bandwagoners.
Yeah!
Where's just
Yeah.
the jersey?
If that wasn't
You had to bring that up again, Tina. Really?
I mean, it's true. I mean, think about it. And you know why I think it's going to fail miserably? And I'll tell you one primary example. And already fucks up big time on this. Gambling.
Yep.
Oh my god.
There's so much sports gambling there. I mean,
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And the fucking Vegas, Las Vegas odds for the Stanley Cup Finals, forget it.
didn't they say the Oilers would have a better odds than us?
For what? To make the playoffs, or?
No, to make it to the Cup Finals.
Oh, God, please.
I think they
Well-
had the Oilers having a better chance than the Sharks in that, and now like
The Oilers are fucking garbage. I mean,
all because of McDavid.
yeah, really.
Well,
You
may
might
the
as well-
odds be
Wow.
ever in your team's
Oh my
favor. That's the
jeez.
saying.
I mean, you might as well say Buffalo's only going to be good because of Jack Eichel.
Yep.
At least they're more complete than Edmonton.
Thank you! You're the only logical person that's said that to me so far. Like, goddamn.
You're welcome. It's obvious.
I know! Like, people...
What defense does Edmonton have?
It's funny because I talked about this on the...
None.
Yeah, it's-
Exactly.
I think I talked about this in the last podcast, but I'll bring it up again, is that the Buffalo Sabres and the Edmonton Oilers have been discussing a trade regarding defensemen, and apparently Jordan Eberle's name has been kicked around, quite frankly, to go to Buffalo.
That'd be crazy.
You're right. I want to see how that plays out. And apparently, Zemgus Girgens's name has been kicked around to be traded to Edmonton. And they're pretty much saying it's going to be Peasant Girgensons, the 8th overall pick for Everly and the 4th overall pick. And maybe Griffin Reinhardt. I mean, it's only a matter of time before things get in hand. I would love to see how that plays out. I mean, it's only a matter of time before Edmonton is gonna be bad for years to come, you know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think this whole thing about Vegas is gonna be fucking trash. I mean, it's only a matter of time that they go into they're gonna go into bankruptcy and then they're just gonna fall flat. I mean, look what happened to the Atlanta Thrashers 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I actually like their jerseys and logo.
Oh, God. I like the logo, but I hated the jerseys. It's funny how we're actually talking about the Atlanta Thrashers, because I'm pretty sure nobody remembers the Atlanta Thrashers.
Right?
They're probably like, hey, man, are you a diehard hockey fan? We'll be like, yeah, man, I'm a Winnipeg Jets fan. Who was the team before your current one?
I don't know.
Exactly. Be like, the Atlanta Thrashers, like, who are the Atlanta Thrashers? And I'll be like, you call yourself a hockey fan, you don't know who the fuck the Atlanta Thrashers are. Oh my god. I mean, I actually remember the days when they had Kovalchuk and Bogosian and Hossa and Kari Lettinen and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I remember Chuck.
Atlanta was a very interesting team back then. They really were. And to my surprise, I was actually kind of surprised they actually had a fan base for a little while. And then, of course, the NHL wanted to get rid of them so bad just so they can go back up and get the Winnipeg Jets. It's crazy. But, anybody have any last-minute comments about the Vegas?
Nope.
Nope.
No, I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Whatever
Anyway.
they're going to be called.
Yeah, we'll find out down the road. But I think, though, in the end, the whole dispute between Las Vegas and the NHL will get settled pretty quickly. And the next topic I want to discuss real quick is the conversation that at the NHL Combine, apparently there's two things happening. The first thing is that the NHL and the Buffalo Sabres are working on a deal to keep the Combine in Buffalo for many years to come, but not in that shit bomb in Toronto. Because apparently everyone's getting tired of going to Toronto and just kind of go from there down, back down to Florida, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know, keep the Combine in Buffalo. That's what there should be. It's becoming a big hockey town, and things are getting crazy up here. So, if anything, what do you guys think of the Combine in Buffalo? Do you think it's perfect? Do you think it's decent? Or do you think it's bad? Or do you think it's good?
I don't think it's too bad.
You think it isn't too bad?
No, I have nothing wrong with it.
I mean, I know they do pull-ups and all that good stuff. You know, bench pressing and, you know, using a bike ride and using all that ridiculous stuff. I mean, the Combine's very, you know, it's a very professional approach because, you know, it's for estimate tests, you know, it's to test strengths and weaknesses for certain players, get them ready for the draft, you know, what the scouts think, etc. I think it's a very good format for most players in the NHL, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely. And Patrick Laney, as most of you know, will likely be going to the Winnipeg Jets at number 2 overall. And he made some very interesting comments about himself, praising himself too much. And let me tell you something. This is really idiotic from his perspective. He said, give him 5 years and he will be the next Alexander Ovechkin. I have the ability to become the best player in the NHL someday. And then he compared him, Austin Matthews to Jonathan Toews, and he says we're quite even. Toronto will have a tough decision to make.
He's cocky right off the bat. Oh boy.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, well, you have a little bit of an ego, don't you? No, not at all. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
You,
right.
you haven't even been in the NHL yet, dude.
Yes.
It's
I mean, come on.
Right now you're just looking like an idiot.
An idiot? Where'd you get that off?
Yeah.
What
Supernatural. It's a supernatural reference.
Supernatural.
hey.
Oh, I have a friend who always watches that show.
I actually never saw that show.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I mean, did anybody, by any circumstance, think that Patrick Laney was going to be this delusional? Please, somebody tell me.
I mean, no, I don't think anyone
No, not
should
at all.
make these comments.
Yeah, like I can understand if you're comparing yourself to, like, I think I'm gonna be like my role model, I don't know, so and so, like not 5 years, because hockey timeline stats, it's time, but it's not like you know, you don't know what can happen in those 5 years, man. You could be injured and be out for 2 or whatever.
Yeah,
Whereas,
exactly.
like, if you say in the future, you know, I think I can be my role model, whoever, I think that's a lot better. Whereas saying, oh yeah, I'm going to be the next Alex Ovechkin in 5 years, it's kind of like, you know, 5 years down the road, if you don't turn out to be this amazing player like Ovechkin, then we just start laughing and go, you thought you were Ovechkin? You're right.
It's like, yeah, we're going to come back 5 years later and see how you really look, you fucking idiot. I mean...
No, he's an idiot.
I remember all the people. I mean, to step away from hockey, I actually remember people talking about LeBron James and Michael Jordan, saying that LeBron was going to be better than Jordan. It's like, yo, it's like, it's like,
That's cute.
yeah, it's like, yeah, right. Like, come on. I mean, not that I give a shit about the NBA, because I actually don't, but I hear that comparison very often. And I've heard people say that LeBron's going to be better than Jordan. I'm like, kiss my ass. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, come on.
I mean,
It's not gonna happen.
It's not. It's like saying Tom Brady will be better than Joe Montana.
Let's not go
Sir.
It's like, oh my god, nobody's gonna be better than Joe Montana. But
Nope.
but Tom Brady can suck my balls. But here's another comparison: McDavid and Eichel. But that's a pretty competitive one, and it's still premature to say McDavid's gonna be better than Eichel. But again, it's premature, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Better yet, that's like comparing Ovi to Gretzky. It's like, come the fuck on.
Oh God.
Come on.
Yeah.
Has anybody even heard that comparison yet?
but
A
it
couple
sounds like
times, yes,
okay.
actually.
Oh god, kill me now. I mean, there is a chance that Jaromir Jagr can be better than Wayne Gretzky. There is a chance.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
There definitely is a
But
chance.
we all know John Scott is the greatest, though.
Oh, shut up.
Yes.
He is the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the goat of our embarrassments. He's a goat for fucking, was trying to start a fight with Phil Kessel. Oh yeah, Phil the Thrill. Woo! What can we...
I am proud to have a John Scott signed puck in my collection.
That's fine. I have a signed John Scott. Oh, and you want to hear something really pathetic, Rob?
Sure.
I am going to make every one of you jealous right now. Would you like me to make you jealous?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Alright, give me a second. While we're talking about this, how do you guys feel about Patrick Liney's arrogant comments?
It doesn't sit well. It doesn't make sense. Dude, you haven't even, I get it, you've probably played hockey somewhere else. I may have never even heard of the team, but every league is different. So is the NHL. You can't make those comments until you've actually played and say, oh my gosh, I'm good enough.
Yeah, right?
It's,
Yeah, you want to hear another joke?
sure.
Sure.
Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel. And here's the bigger picture of the day. Rob, look at your camera. Ready? Look at your camera.
Yep.
Ta-da.
Oh my God. That is awesome.
Yep. What do you think, guys?
What is it? I can't see it.
Oh, shit, I forgot you were blind.
I said the blind person.
It's a picture of me and John Scott from a couple years ago.
Oh, that's legit. That's
I've
cool.
yet to meet an athlete.
Yep, and I have a really good picture for you, Rob. Is of me and John Scott, okay? I have another picture of me and John Scott when he was with the Sharks, holding a fucking bagel.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes!
Oh.
Rich.
So good.
Yeah, right? Here's the... Wait. I found it. Here's the fucking bagel. There it is.
Oh my god.
Cream cheese, good man. Good man, Scott.
Oh, man. And his stupid-ass red cap.
Oh.
I love that smile.
Funny.
Yeah, right? But, in all seriousness, though, he is a really nice guy. I mean, you hear about them in the paper saying they're a bunch of assholes, they're goons, and whatever. But if you look at it deeply and you meet them in person, he's really good with people.
Yeah, no, I heard he's a great guy and really funny, too.
He's very sweet. I've met him a couple times. And I'm actually very privileged. Even though I've said that John Scott has legitimately no experience, and I even said when we started the page not too long ago, to a fellow, I told Rob this before we started NHL Fans 365, and I remember dating back, I said to him that John Scott does not deserve to be in the NHL All-Star game. He doesn't. He didn't deserve it. But you know what? At the end of the day, he scored 2 goals. He worked his ass off, and he got the game MVP.
Yep.
He looked pretty
yeah.
good with Pavelski.
Yeah, right? Oh, and just to pour in more, does anybody want to see pictures of athletes from their respective teams? Like, give me a name, and I'll probably see if I can find a picture of them if I have it. Starting with Shannon.
What?
Give me a name of a player on the Predators, and maybe I have a picture with them. Maybe if depending who you name.
Well, that's cool.
Jay Weber.
Shea Weber. I don't have his picture with me. However, I do have his signature with him, but I do not have it on me at the moment.
Oh, that's so cool.
I
I'm
do,
still trying to figure out
however.
the art of the autograph.
I do, however, have a picture with Pekka Rinne.
Oh, he's my favorite player. Oh, wow.
There you go.
That's so cool.
Yep.
I need to get
Aw.
a Devils, Rangers, or Islanders player into my donut shop.
What the fuck, Rob? Seriously?
It has to happen. I just want to meet a player for once.
Yeah, let me go.
Preferably Dan Boyle.
Dan Boyle.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have a picture of Jason Spezza.
Nice.
There you go. Got a picture of Spezza.
Nice.
Let me see who else I have. I have Billy Guerin. Rob.
Yeah.
I have Billy Guerin.
Oh, nice.
Let's see who else I have. I have, give me a name. Let's see. Chris Stewart, Thomas Vanek, Johnny Boychuk, Scott Hartnell, let's see, Steve Thomas, Joe Luck, I have Tempo Numanen. Let me see.
Think of any. I'm
Oh!
trying to think of any interesting autographs. Please.
There you go. I got Tom McClellan, Rob.
Oh, I do miss him.
You miss him, don't you, huh?
I do miss, but of course I love DeBoer.
DeBoer is a good guy. I have a picture with Lindy Ruff.
I'm liking his
Ooh,
coaching
now
style.
that's even
Pretty well,
cooler.
even though it's only a year, but
Yeah, he was commenting about it. There you go. Me and Lindy Ruff. Right there. Lindy Ruff. Let me see. I have Kari Lettinen.
That's cool.
Yep, I got Lettinen. I have a Holger. I have Jordan Stahl. I have Corey Schneider. I have oh, here we go. Here's Rob's gonna like this one. I have a picture, Rob, with Pete DeBoer.
yes,
There you go. What do you think?
that is awesome. That is amazing. I'd love to meet him one day.
Oh, and here's a real bitch slap to you. You ready?
Oh boy,
Here's
it better not be Marlowe.
Actually, I do have a picture with Marlo.
You son of a gun.
How do people do this? Teach me this art form.
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wait.
That's my
I'm not
favorite
done.
player, too.
Wait. I'm not done. Joe Pavelski.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
What next, Hertle? Jesus Christ.
Let me see. I have Jerome McGinley. I have, let me see who else I have. I have Ryan Johansson.
Ooh.
It's not Melker Carlson.
There you go. This is fun. Ryan Johansson. Just to make you all jealous. There you go. Yeah,
How do people do this?
And I'm just staring at all my side pugs trying to feel better.
That's not bad. I have a picture of Brain Holtby.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, so many people love his hair.
There you go. Me and Holtby. Let's see. Who else do I have? Oh, Rob, I forgot one, man.
Oh, shit.
I forgot one. You ready?
Oh, God.
Logan Couture.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. What next? Vlasic? I mean, my top three
How do we
sharks
do
right there.
this?
Actually, I don't have Vlasic,
Oh,
unfortunately.
thank goodness.
But I do have his signature.
I have a Vlasic side pocket. Those are very hard to come by the way.
Yeah,
He doesn't do many signatures.
yeah, he's a bitch about it. But whatever.
Some players are like that.
Who else?
Oh yeah.
They can be, and I'm not
Still
gonna
love
lie.
those.
Let me see. I have a picture with Adam Henrique.
That's cool.
There you go. I got a really nice picture of Adam Henrique.
I like Henrique.
Henrique. I have a picture with Jason Pominville. I have a picture with Nino Niederreiter. I have a picture with Ryan Suter. There you go. The ex-National Predator. Right.
Yes. That guy.
That guy. Hey, stop stealing my quotes.
I honestly should go to the Devils Fan Fest.
It's not that bad.
I need to go to the Fred's Fan Fest now because now I'm like wondering how do people do this.
I mean,
Like,
I know I'm
I
not a
used to-
Sharks fan, but Devils were my team, and I live in New Jersey. Kind of makes sense.
Oh, and here's my favorite picture. Here's my favorite picture of them all. Me with Ryan O'Reilly.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
That
awesome.
facial hair.
Yep, and I have Franz Nielsen, Matt Morton. I have Johnny Gaudreau. I have Mike Camilleri. I have
How?
Yeah, I don't
Hal.
like
It's called
Gaudreau.
borderline stalking.
Oh, and I also have Rob's favorite player, Milan Lucic.
I don't know why Lucic Couture got him good game 1.
Yeah, you want to see
First
my?
game of the season. That was great. He might be an Oiler now, actually.
Yeah, we were. That's actually funny. I was gonna bring that up, saying if the Kings don't resign him or if they can't make a contract with Lucic, he can likely either go to Vancouver or Edmonton. And here's a really, really bad one for you, Christine. Is Tyler Seguin and Jamie Benn?
Yeah.
It's.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see it, but they're covering their face.
Of
oh
course
no.
they
They just look like this.
are.
It's fucking embarrassing. I mean, come on.
No, we don't want to be seen.
What?
I'm picturing what it looks like right now, and oh my gosh, this.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm done.
Yep.
Yep.
And I have a picture with Timu Solani.
Ooh, nice.
We used to always call him Salami.
I was gonna say that, but there you go.
Nice.
Timu Solani. And
A lot of Sharks fans hated him when he was with us.
yeah, I know they fucking hate you too. And here's a picture
Fine,
for Shannon. There's a picture of Anton Volchenkov.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Yep.
What do you guys expect? He came to the Sharks so late in his career. You expect him to be magical?
Magical. Speaking of magical, here's something for you guys. You all know his name. Here you go.
Datsuk?
Marty St. Louis.
Yes, one of my
Oh,
favorites of all time.
cool.
There you
That's
go.
no way.
Yeah, I met him when he was with Tampa, and I tried to get a picture with Steven Stamkos, but at the time I tried to get a signature. He had that leg injury, if you remember, Rob, a couple years back.
Oh, do not remind me of that injury.
Yeah, that was bad. I remember he was wearing a cast at the time I met him. Let me see. I met Matt Duchene. I met Jerome McGinley. I met Patrick Waugh. I met James Reimer. Wow. Forgot about Reimer.
Yeah, too bad he won't be staying with us, but
Is he really worth keeping?
no, we got Aaron Dell ready to go. I'm excited for him.
We'll see what happens. Maybe San Jose brings in another goalie.
We may draft one, you never know.
True, true.
I don't feel like we will, though. I think we drafted 2 last year. We got that European guy.
European guy?
I always forget his name.
Of course you do.
Don't worry, it's the same thing. So
Yep. And that's all the pictures I have for you guys. But yeah, so let's talk about the next one. The next topic is a pretty big step away for me. And this is a pretty not political, but it's like a money issue. And it's revolving around the Carolina Hurricanes. And it's a pretty big situation, too. And according to sources, they're saying that Carolina Hurricanes owner Peter Carmonos and his 3 sons are currently in a legal battle over $100 million. The issue stems from money left in his will to his sons that were in trusts made up of CompuWare stock. Unfortunately for Carmonos, has been borrowing money, quote unquote, from the trust to fund the Hurricanes, and the sons are suing their father for defaulting on payments back to the trust. And the Hurricanes are currently up for sale, but only for more than $550 million guaranteed, and they remain in North Carolina. Meanwhile, on top of this whole fiasco, Deputy Commissioner Bill Daley commented on the family's issue, and they are putting the future of Hurricanes in jeopardy, saying, we know a lot more about what's going on in Carolina than the average person and what's public, Daley said. And according to that as well, he also said that I view the public legislation to be more along the lines of a family squabble than anything that would raise material concern for the league in and of itself. You have to understand the entire situation, and we're obviously on the whole comfortable with the entire situation of what's going on in Carolina. Now, what do you guys think?
That's crazy.
Oh, God. Borrowing money from other people is never a good thing, especially in professional sports business. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I think the situation has got worse, considering that they just told us that the Hurricanes are up for sale.
Yeah,
I
it's a
feel like-
big red flag right there.
Yeah. I feel like it'll just be, it's like, just hearing the explanation of it, because I haven't heard about this, it just sounds very confusing and very messy.
Apparently. And Peter Carmonos gave up no, scrutiny with his sons. His 3 sons and Carmonos all wanted to keep the Canes in Carolina, put them up for sale because he's getting too old, and now you have this shit with the 3 sons saying, we're suing our own dad because we didn't get the money back from him. I'm like, pay your sons, you stupid fuck! Like, seriously.
Exactly.
Like, don't be a cheap fucking bastard. Just because the Hurricanes...
They don't need to, if this is something in the family, if it's something with the business within their family, it's okay if you still, go whatever legal system, but don't air it out to the public, please.
It's it's kind of like telling your personal life to your family. It's kind of like telling everybody, hey, guys, my dad's an alcoholic.
That's great.
I mean,
Why'd you have to tell us?
Yeah, guys, check out my alcoholic father. He beats the shit out of my wife.
Yeah. You don't need to air out, you don't need to air that out to the public.
It's just very unprofessional.
Yeah, for sure.
And pathetic.
It is pathetic. I mean, come on. If the San Jose Sharks or the Dallas Stars or the Buffalo Sabres or the Nashville Predators, if any of those teams were up for sale, and then next thing you know, your current owner is trying to get rid of the team, and then their kids are suing them because of dispute with money, how would you feel?
Pretty crappy.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, I would feel really idiotic, actually, because, I mean, you're trying to sell the team, and your sons or your daughters are trying to be assholes, saying their father's not suing them. Like, I understand they're not getting their money back for, because I know Peter Carmonos was borrowing money from his sons to, use their money on the Hurricanes to keep them up for sale, whatever. But come on, guys. If your team is this bad for so long, consistently, and you're having financial trouble, you're going down the line. And what's even...
Yeah.
And what sucks even more is their name's on the Stanley Cup.
Oh, that's even worse.
This is just as bad as Art Modell trying to get rid of the Browns to go to Baltimore. God. I mean, I can't even think about it from just how pathetic it sounds. I mean, seriously. Peter Carmonos and his family deserve better. Bring in an owner who's not going to bring in any crap. Bring in an owner who is going to, save the team from moving. Look at the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers situation is completely different from the Carolina Hurricanes because the Panthers actually found somebody that's very dedicated to keeping them in Florida, and good things are happening for them.
For sure.
Definitely. What about you, Rob?
I mean, I know it is a huge concern for Hurricanes fans. I'd be worried sick if I were them.
Yeah.
And I'd be really pissed off too.
I think that, in terms of bankruptcy, I think that happened to the Atlanta Thrashers.
I believe so.
I know that happened to the Hartford Whalers, and I'm pretty convinced it happened to the Atlanta Thrashers. I mean, the Atlanta Thrashers, they weren't even in the league for that long. They were in the league for like 10 years, and then they moved to Winnipeg. That's how bad it was. I'm even shocked that Columbus is here.
Yeah, that is true.
True.
I have nothing against Columbus, but I'm actually surprised that they're actually developing a good fan base.
Yeah.
That is for sure. What more can you get out of it? That is for sure. And does anybody have any rumors they want to share in terms of their team?
No rumors. For
Yeah,
obvious
but
reasons.
it's been a little quiet.
Been a little quiet?
Yeah.
I know the Preds in this past week, they've signed a few people, but our main priority is the same old record the Preds fans have been hearing every day. We're focusing on Forsberg, and nothing else has come out other than we're focusing on Forsberg. So, don't know what's going to happen there.
I don't know either. I know one thing is that Colorado and Winnipeg could be in the mix for a trade. I've heard rumors saying that Tyson Barrie could be traded to the Winnipeg Jets for Jacob Trouba.
That I did hear.
I heard that.
I heard that.
I think Colorado would instantly win that trade, in my opinion. Because Winnipeg,
Yeah.
I think because Trouba to me is physically stronger than Tyson Barrie.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he younger too?
I believe so. Trouba is 22.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought he was pretty young.
Yep, and Tyson Barrie, and they've been saying he'll definitely be traded. And to be honest, I don't blame him. Could you really say that he'd likely be available for trade? Wait a minute. Hold on. One second. Quentin Taylor Freeman is restricted for... God damn it. Seriously. Now they're saying that Tyson Barrie is linked to several teams in the NHL, and the fourth period is indicating that the Buffalo Sabres, Boston Bruins, Detroit Red Wings, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are all in play for Tyson Barrie.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I am not.
And apparently Detroit's gonna make a run at Stamkos?
I heard that, but the only way they're going to do it is if they move Pavel Datsyuk's contract.
And with Datsuk, move Howard maybe.
Howard I heard, but it's funny because Tina actually made that post a while back saying that the Dallas Stars have interest in Jimmy Howard, but they're definitely not getting Lundqvist because the Rangers already made clarification saying that they have no interest in bringing him in because the Rangers don't want to trade him.
Yeah, I figured as much.
It's like, why not? And I don't know if you guys heard this, but Troy Bauer could potentially go to the Vancouver Canucks.
Really?
Yeah, they were saying that a while ago because he's from Vancouver and he doesn't know what it's like to play there. Might as well take the discount from your hometown team. Bring in Milan Lucic while you're at it.
Go for it. He's done in St. Louis.
He had a great playoffs though. He really did.
Oh, I know. I know he did.
Yep. And speaking of rumors, I forgot to mention this earlier on the show, but I might as well just bring it up now because we're talking about it. Is the trade that happened about a week ago, and apparently Eric DeBranson was traded to the Vancouver Canucks from the Florida Panthers, along with a 5th rounder, in exchange for going to Florida. It was a 2016 second rounder and a 2017 4th rounder, and prospect Jared McCann. And Jared McCann was a first-round draft pick, and so was Gabranson. But I think, though, from that trade, I think Florida won. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I
I
think
Florida
you're
won this
right.
one.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Like,
Oh yeah, I agree.
like, who do you think won again? I wasn't paying attention for a second.
Florida.
won.
Florida.
You're all saying Florida?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going with Florida. I mean, they got more in the package deal, and Vancouver gave up a big part of their future, and they bring in a guy who's pretty often injury prone. And here's something real killer: the Minnesota Wild apparently want Derek Stepan.
Ooh.
And apparently this is from Larry Brooks of the New York Post. And he said at 25 years old, he played 72 games and had 53 points with the New York Rangers. And he could likely be Minnesota's top target. And the only reason I don't believe in this deal is because Minnesota barely has any cap, because they're holding the 2 monster contracts of Suter and Parise. And that's going to really come back and bite them in the ass.
Oh yeah. Especially when they're trying to go after Stefan. Or whatever, however you pronounce his name, because there's 5 million ways to pronounce it probably. But I agree.
I mean, there's so
What
much.
is Stepan's cap hit anyway?
Stepan has a pretty bad contract.
Oh, Jesus Lord, 6.5 million.
I wouldn't pay that kind of money to him. And on top of that, the Minnesota Wild are also looking to trade the 15th overall pick, according to Craig Cousins of ESPN.
Ooh.
And apparently he adds that the Minnesota Wild are looking for a good young player that can contribute now in return. And Cousins suggests a defender could be packaged in the trade, and Minnesota needs a top 6 forward. Stepan. The pick is the 15th overall, a good prospect, and will certainly be available at the selection. Outside of this pick, Minnesota will only have a 4th-round draft pick and 2 7th-rounders in this 2016 draft.
Wow.
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 That's a mouthful. I mean, good luck, Minnesota. I don't mind them, but they're going to be called the Minnesota Sabres. Oh, wait, they technically are, because half of their players on the Sabres. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Could have been done better. And then, let me see what else. Ken Hitchcock is coming back for 1 more year with the St. Louis Blues, and it's being reported that, what's his face? Shit. That this is pretty much going to be his last year in the NHL in terms of coaching, and his replacement will come in the following year. And let me see what else. We got plenty of time. Martin Hanzal, this one came out today, and they're saying that the Arizona Coyotes put Martin Hanzal on the trade block today, and this is from Elliot Freeman, and he's added that the Coyotes are looking for a defenseman, possibly in return for Hanzal. Hanzal is an unrestricted free agent next season, and the Coyotes are looking at all options, and they have asked Hanzal which teams he would accept a trade to, and they're talking to him about an extension, and he had 41 points in 64 games last year, and he's nearly 30 years old with the Arizona Coyotes. What do you guys think? Guys?
I don't know if anyone's gonna take him.
What do you think, Rob? What would you give up if the Sharks were interested?
For Hanzal? Not even sure.
What about you guys, Spez and Shannon?
I don't feel like we need him. We're kind of stacked on centers.
Is there any? Well, apparently they just said that the Yotes want a defenseman for him.
Defenseman? Only 2 I can think of are Mueller and DeMello, and I wouldn't want us to get rid of Mueller.
Why don't you give up Brent Burns since you hate him so much?
Not for Hansel, I'm not that dumb.
I mean, come on, you bitch about him every day.
You do.
That is true.
Yeah. What would you give up for Morton Hansel, Dallas, and Nashville? What would you give up for him?
What position does he play again?
Hansel is
Center.
a center, and apparently the Yotes wanted a defenseman for him.
I think his
Nothing, because we need
contract
defense.
is $3.1 million.
Yeah. What about you, Dallas?
Are you sure they don't want a somewhat decent goaltender depending on the day? Because so I'd give them Nemo in a heartbeat, but other than that, no. We gotta find defense ourselves. You know, I know we got a bunch of young bloods, as I like to call them, coming up, but I totally would give them a goaltender. But other than that, I wouldn't give them anything.
Oh, Nemo to Coyotes jersey, that'd be ugly.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, here we go. This is gonna really intrigue you guys. I don't know if you guys saw this. Apparently Matthew Tkachuk, with his performance in the Memorial Cup, as you know, Rob or Tina or Shannon, all three of you or myself have all seen how well Matt Tkachuk played, and they're saying in speculation that Jesse Puljujarvi, since he injured his leg and he had surgery, which was required. They're saying that he could likely slip down out of the third overall and could be taken earlier than 4. So Matt Tkachuk can actually jump ahead of Jesse Puljujarvi in the prospect pool. And this is where my next speculation comes in. They're saying that that Tkachuk, even though I mentioned that he could go third overall, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to both take Puljujarvi or Matthew Tkachuk, but there have been talks between the Ottawa Senators and the Arizona Coyotes regarding the 4th overall pick. And apparently the Ottawa Senators want the 4th overall pick, and so do the Yotes. And right now the team that owns the 4th overall pick is the Edmonton Oilers. And for the Ottawa Senators, they would have to make a trade with the Edmonton. And apparently Christian Dvorak, is on Arizona's, pool already. Christian Dvorak, the 7th overall and the 12th overall, the 7th overall is owned by Arizona. The 12th overall is owned by Ottawa, excuse me. Christian Dvorak is owned by the Arizona Coyotes, and he's up for trade. Then you have Cody Ceci, Thomas Chabot, and those are potentially the names. So basically, it's either Arizona or Ottawa's first-round pick, and these are mostly Ottawa. Christian Dvorak, and then you have Cody Ceci and Thomas Chabot have names being floated around in these trade talks. Like, what do you guys think?
I think this trade season will be interesting for sure.
Big time. Be a more entertaining off-season than last year.
Last year's draft was pretty interesting because you had names like Dougie Hamilton and Milan Lucic and Martin Jones and Ryan O'Reilly. Those names all went on the board last year via trade. Robin Leonard's name was kicked around last year. You okay there, kid?
Sam?
Thank you for Jones. Thank you so much for Martin Jones.
I'm not a Kings fan, so I can't bitch about it.
Or a Bruins fan.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that guy. Stupid Bruins.
Wasted their opportunities with those draft picks.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that'll make me very happy. Apparently, the New York Islanders are going to take a run at Steven Stamkos, considering they're going to likely relieve Kyle Opozo, Franz Nielsen, and Matt Martin.
I guess that wouldn't hurt my friend Ryan too much since he does like the Islanders.
And keep in mind, my second team is the New York Islanders. So if the Islanders do take a shot at Steven Stamkos, I'd be very happy. But ultimately, I want him in Buffalo. And I think that could likely happen, not because I'm saying that as a Sabres fan, but I think that's the likely destination, because he can play with Jack Eichel.
Yeah, I'm even
Yeah.
saying as well if he does.
Where did you say, Rob?
No, I'm saying he'll probably end up in Buffalo too if he can't really get anything done with Tampa.
I don't think he's gonna go to Toronto. I don't see it, and I hate Toronto fans because they're so delusional. They think that they're gonna get Steven Stamkos. Next year in the NBA, they're talking about getting Kevin Durant, saying the Raptors are gonna get Kevin Durant.
He's going to Boston.
Or Washington. Or Washington.
or
He's
the
going
Spurs.
to a basketball team.
Who's my basketball team?
No, he's going to a basketball team.
Yeah, who gives a shit? I mean, if I had a basketball team, not that I care or anything, but if I
Oh,
had...
Ovi was shooting hoops.
Eh,
I don't know if any of you guys saw that, but
I saw that.
that was
I mean,
funny.
if I had a team, it'd probably be the Chicago Bulls, even though I live in New York.
I'm in New Jersey and I'm a Celtics fan.
God. What about you guys?
Basketball team
Mm-hmm.
probably would have to be Golden State because I like the San Francisco Giants and Golden State. They always supported us when we made our 3 even year runs at the World Series championship that were successful. They were always there to support us, so now it's our time to do the same thing for them. Not that I tune into basketball. I watch pretty much any other sport except basketball.
It's bad now.
Yeah, I hate the NBA.
It's pretty
It's
sweet.
not even defensive anymore.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love playing basketball with my friends, but I hate watching it because it's so redundant and boring, and can't get anything done with it now. It's so ridiculous.
It really
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Too flashy now.
Yep.
I don't care about basketball.
I mean, I don't care either, but like I said, if I was a fan, I'd pick the Chicago Bulls. In fact, be right back. Where's my hat? Let's find it. That'd be great. I don't know where the hell it is at the moment.
Chicago with all their cap troubles now.
There it is. There we go.
See you Easter.
Check it out.
Oh, there you go.
Chicago Bulls. Ugh, that's that. But does anybody else have any last minute comments before we wrap up the show tonight?
No.
No, nothing pops in my head right now.
No, other than a report to Christina's Giants rant.
Yeah. Does anybody have a favorite baseball team? I know Christina's a big Giants fan. I know that.
And
I
they're
do
losing
know.
6-3 right now. It's sad, and I'm about ready to cry.
Oh, come on. Don't
I
be...
used to be a big Yankees fan growing up in the 90s, once they got A-Fraud. And then Rivera retiring and Jeter retiring. Slowly drew away from them and became a Pirates fan.
I actually was fortunate enough to see Mariano in Great American Ballpark and Jeter. And I also got to see an Old Timers Day too. So, and
Nice.
about your Giants, your dynasty, that's cute. Wait till you win over 20 world championships like my Yankees.
Oh, fuck you. Okay. Fuck you.
Shut up.
No, you shut up, alright? At least my team went to the goddamn World Series last year.
True. I'll give you guys credit there.
I'm a Mets fan, by the way.
Yeah, I figured.
Bam,
I knew
spite
that.
birds.
I know.
Marietta finally lost the game. Thank you, Jesus.
Shut up. Typical.
I was really disappointed because I started liking the Giants because I was like, oh, they already had a favorite player of mine, and he signed with Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and I was so heartbroken. And my person I was talking to, she accused me of the worst crime ever, pulling a Justin Bieber bandwagoning.
Oh, you bandwagon fuckers.
I feel like I'm gonna get that a lot if the Sharks do end up winning the cup.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I started liking the Giants, I think, the year after they won the World Series or something, because I was debating between my hometown team, the Rockies, and the Giants, and I decided to go with the Giants. And I got accused of bandwagoning, and I said no, because they didn't win the World Series that year, so haha.
Yeah, I think it's funny that you two root for teams that have actually consistently won World Series titles. You have the frauds of the annoying-ass fans in New York, which is the Yankees, and then you bring in...
Hey, whoa. Some fans are annoying, I'll give you that, but...
No. Woman, wait, no, shut up. No, woman, you have not been to Yankee Stadium until you step on that foot. Once you step into the Bronx, and once you wear a Mets jersey or a Red Sox jersey at Yankee Stadium, you're always going to get into deep shit with them. They are really fucking annoying, and the only defense that they have, other than the 27 rings, is Derek Jeter. That is the only argument that they have when you go to a Yankee game there. It's ridiculous. And I know Yankee fans, okay? I dealt with them with my entire life. I've been pushed around by them as a Met fan, okay? You know how
Sounds like me with Rangers fans.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
Mets. Sounds like me and Abs fans.
Don't even get me started with the Rangers. The Ranger fans are fucking annoying. You know who's
Thank
really...
you.
Leafs fans are really annoying.
Yes.
See, at least Islanders and Devils fans don't have a problem with me being a Sharks fan, but mention it to a Rangers fan and they just trash talk up the wazoo.
Ranger fans are fucking morons.
I just have good conversation with Lightning fans about hockey.
Oh my god. What happens if you bring up a Tampa Bay Lightning fan to a New York Ranger fan?
Oh, that's actually happened at the store a couple times.
Are you serious?
Excellent.
Yeah, they give me dirty looks and whatnot. It's funny.
I've actually heard people, whenever I tell them, if I'm an Islander fan, or if I'm a Ranger fan, alright, here's the difference. If I bring up I'm a Sabres fan to Islander fans, this is my response. I tell them my primary team is the Sabres, and it has always been, and I'm from Long Island, but my second team has always been the Islanders, and I was not a bandwagon fan, as I have been a fan since they had Yanni Ninnema and Steve Sterling as the coach, Peter Laviolette as the coach. You know, I've had the dealing with Mike Milbury and his bullshit con artist crap, you know, for so long. I mean, the Buffalo Sabres, you know me. You know, I've been a fan my whole life. I got all the crap in the background. But whenever I bring that up to Islander fans, they'll be like, okay, that's fair enough. You know, they're in New York and whatever. You know, if you bring it up to a Ranger fan, though, on the other hand, they'll be like, boo, you guys suck. Buffalo's in Canada. Get the fuck out of here. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's that bad. It really is. Oh, hi. What are you doing now? It's my snake, by the way. But, yeah, so, does anybody have any last-minute comments before we wrap up the show tonight?
Go Yankees.
Go back.
Go Giants. # even years. Woo.
Even years.
Do better tomorrow night, Sharks. Get that W.
Please, I hope that happens.
Yeah. Go
Get that W.
Go Sharks.
No OT, please.
No.
Please, we don't want
just
that.
kick their asses tomorrow night.
Hopefully. I think you will. Let's see what happens.
Make my prediction of Sharks in 7 true. 6, I mean.
Yep.
Make that prediction true for me. Let's raise that cup at home.
Yep. So,
Let Marlowe retire champion.
yep, and Joe Thornton retire champion.
Although he might pull a Yager.
Let's see. But, so yeah, this is your host, Boomstick, the head admin of the Buffalo Sabres, and tell us who you are one more time, Rob.
I'm HertlTheTurtle, the San Jose Sharks admin.
What about you, Shannon?
I am RinneSetGo. Thanks for having me, guys.
And, what about you, Tina?
Saving the best for last. This is # WouldYouLikeSomeSpez. I'll see you on the Facebook page.
Yes, you will. And before we go, I have one more unveiling for you guys, and I forgot to mention this, and I am totally sorry. You know, I didn't mean to cut you off right there, but we do have a new logo. Come check it out. This is our brand new logo of our page at NHL Fans 365. Check it out. So that's that. And this is your host, Boomstick, and we'll see you in the next one.